Hey everybody, Wes Gardner here, your boy, KamiLog, back at it again. We got another pickups and recent purchases video. And in this one, we're all across the map. We got a new system, we got some magazines, we got some cool Kickstarter pledge stuff, got a few games, and then one, in my opinion, that is a holy grail. It's one of the best games ever made. Got it complete in box, but let's take a look. Alright, so to start off with, got the newest edition of Game Informer. I know people laugh because I show this off, but hey, gaming magazine, it counts. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins is the title. It's the main feature of this issue, so yeah, good stuff on there. And I'll set that right over here. That way I can move this big box. But something I'm pretty stoked about, and I will be doing another video, a video dedicated just to this item, but wanted to let you guys know that we in fact did get the Retron 5. Now, the Retron 5 plays all sorts of systems. You got Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, Famicom, Super Famicom, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. So you got like 9 systems there. Also, it can, I think with an adapter, you can play Game Gear, you can play Master System, you can play all sorts of stuff. The system has a ton of features. I've gotten to spend some time with it. I wanted to really dig into it before I make the video. It's almost going to be a review, but not really. But we're going to take a look at all the features, kind of everything that it can do, because we're also going to compare it. So I have the Retron 5, but I'm also going to compare it to the system that we know and love from earlier, which is the Super Retro Trio. What are the main differences if you're looking into getting a clone system or a system that plays multiple systems at once? Which one would be better for you? We're going to go and dig into that. That's probably going to be in the next month or so, because I really want it to be good. I really want it to be high quality. It's going to compare games, so we're going to get game footage from the Super Retro Trio, compare it to the Retron 5, talk about the features, talk about the controllers, the cables, the whole work. So hope you guys are looking forward to that. But let me know in the comments what you would like to see in that video, because I definitely want to hear about it. I kind of got it paced out, but I'd love to hear from you guys. So getting into the Kickstarter stuff. Now, I very rarely do Kickstarters. I only really kickstart projects of people that I know, that I call, close friends, or something that I just have to have. This is kind of both. So I'm really good friends with the developers of this, and they sent me some cool swag as a Kickstarter backer. So it's coming from Brave Mule, which if you don't know Brave Mule, you should. Go to www.bravemule.com. They have great games. They're all interactive fiction, kind of think of almost a point and click, but you have the say-so on how things work, but the writing is stellar on these. You really feel transported to another place. They actually got their start, I covered it for nitrobeard.com, was a Dwarf Fortress story called Matol Remrit. And super good. Like, you guys need to just go look at everything. The Beneath Flows, like all that back catalog of Brave Mule is stellar. So I'm so excited to get this package. Big shout out to Kevin and the whole team over at Brave Mule for amazing stuff. I can't wait to like dig in and see what I have. So yeah, very excited about that. Just support indie games, guys. Interactive fiction. Indie development, go support that stuff, because that's really the lifeblood. That's where people are taking chances. That's where, people have a message. They have something they want to say. They want to get out there. They build a world. They make you part of it. You can see it develop from the very first moment all the way until the big release. It's the coolest thing in the world. But yeah, Brave Mule, go check them out, please. I'm going to leave a link right down here, but go right now. Go look at all their old stuff. Go read it. Go play it. Incredible. Incredible. So moving on, we have 2 games here. So the first one is a series that I love a lot. Gets a lot of flack, but I'm a big fan of it. And I think it might show up in future pickup videos as well, because I'm going to try to get all of them. But was at a used bookstore in near Austin, Texas. So I was in a Half Price Books. Saw this for $3. $3, okay? So Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. I'm a huge Tenchu fan, man. I love Tenchu. God, it's just such a good game. The series is so much fun. You play as Rikamaru, what's her face? What's her face? I can't remember it. Oh my goodness. I thought it was Ayami, maybe? Something like that. It doesn't say it on the back cover. I thought it would. But now I'm like being called out for not remembering their names. Great games. Love the stealth mechanics in this. I truly think this is more of a stealth game than Metal Gear is, because it's truly, you have to set up big ambushes, you have to set up all this stuff, and it has to go exactly right, because fighting is difficult in this game. It's not made for you to just go and slash and hack and all this other stuff. Like, the enemies block really well. Your strength isn't all there, so you have to use the shadows in your favor. You have to come from above. I mean, you could do crazy stuff too, like you'll slash people, and then like you could like dismember limbs. I think it procs. It's a random occurrence, but you can like cut off arms and heads and stuff. It's crazy. First time I did it, I freaked out on the PlayStation 1 version. I was like, oh my god. But I love this series. I want it to come back, but it's an Activision-owned thing from Software, who now does all the Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and they make way more money doing that, so, you know, they're going to keep doing that. But Tenchu, oh, love it, man. But Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, if you haven't played it on PlayStation 2, do so. Do so. I beg of you, please play them. And now, for the whammy, for the big guns, for the one that, if I were to show off all of my games, you know, and we're moving soon, and we're going to do a game room tour once I get the whole office set up and stuff like that. This is the one that when people come over, I'm going to show it to them, and they're not going to, one, know what it is. They're going to be like, I don't know what this is. But two, it's the one that I feel the most like, I've never owned this before. This is one of the greatest games ever made, and that's not even hyperbole. One of the best games ever. It's such a long game and so involved. But I have a complete in-box, came with everything, mint condition, Super Famicom copy of Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. And it comes with absolutely everything. I'm a huge fan of Tactics Ogre. I think it's the best strategy game I've ever played. I think the way the mechanics work together. Now, they did do a PSP re-release of this, and I highly recommend that one as well. I actually have the big fat strategy guide for that one. I owned it on PSP. I think I still do, actually, somewhere. But I wanted to get the original copy because there are differences. The translation, of course, is going to be different. Some of the mechanics, I think, in the Super Famicom are slightly more streamlined or basic. Because, you know, with the PSP remake, they had more data. They could do more stuff with it. They just had bigger room to kind of play around with the mechanics. They rebalanced some stuff. But I wanted the original OG Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together. In the past, for the Seattle pickup video, you saw I got Ogre Battle for the Super Famicom. And got to play that a little bit, but I'm so stoked to play this. Holy crap. Like, I'm not even a big, you know, complete in box guy as far as cartridge games. I think they're easier to store with just the cartridge, right? But this was such a good deal, and I saw it, and I lucked out. It was only $2 difference between, oh, here's the cartridge for it, and oh, by the way, we have this beautifully perfect in-box, comes with everything edition, and I was like, God, give me that one. I need it right now. So good. Not much else to say. To me, it's a holy grail. It's not because it's super expensive. It's not because it's hard to find. But it's a holy grail to me because of how good it is. Just, they don't make games that good anymore. I mean, they really don't. You know, push come to shove, man. Tactics Ogre Let Us Cling Together is the real McCoy if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, if you like the Disgaea series, if you even like those one-offs, the, like, Cardia, you know, doing some deep cuts. Some of that stuff, man, you're going to dig Tactics Ogre. I highly recommend it. But anyways, that's my time for this pickup video. My name's Wes Gardner. You can hit me up at kamidahobo.com. All the show notes, all the old past archive episodes, not only of the YouTube series, but of Brothering Around, the awesome iTunes podcast that you should be subscribed to. And you can also hit me up at twitter.com/KamiDahobo, facebook.com/KamiDahobo. And that's my time, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you had good experiences with the Retron? Have you played any of the games that I showed? Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, guys, that's my time. Peace.